As a serial millionaire entrepreneur and investor, why do I only own Tesla stock out of all of the stocks I could buy on a stock exchange? Now, I do own private companies and real estate and other things, but when it comes to stocks, publicly traded stocks, only Tesla. Why? I will answer that question, but first, if you are interested in Tesla stock and you haven't seen this video from Meet Kevin, this is a must watch. He does a very good job comparing regular stocks with Tesla stocks. So I will answer why I only own Tesla stock as I am reacting to this video at the same time.
Now, this is also when most people look at the chart of a company like Adobe and say, oh, Adobe, I'm paying about 2.19 in terms of a PEG ratio, 30 times 2022 earnings. It's down 27.5% this year to date. If you go out 12 months, it's down 20%. So in other words, it's been on a large downtrend. And some folks might look at this and say, hey, here's an opportunity to buy Adobe at a discount. But wait a minute, discount to what? A euphoric stock market, or is there some spectacular new innovative growth coming to Adobe? See, here you're buying a falling stock with a 30 times earnings rate and a PEG ratio of 2.19 thanks to the 12% growth rate. So you're investing in Adobe for 12% growth and you're paying 30 times earnings for that. Okay. These folks might then also think, well, using similar metrics here, if we just look at price to earnings, Tesla is ridiculously overvalued. I mean, $1 trillion company for an auto manufacturer, that seems crazy. And this is unfortunately where most investors completely misunderstand stocks, margins, and Tesla. See, Tesla has phenomenally high margins and margins that are shockingly growing during inflationary times. Imagine when we don't have inflation and how much margin expansion we could get. We thought 30% in margins could be good, but when you get things like the Cybertruck, we might actually be knocking on the door of 35 to 40% margins. But forget about that for a minute. Forget about the fact that the company is becoming much more efficient than any car company to have ever existed before. Tesla today almost entirely is a car manufacturer, and at this point, if we stack up the numbers of Tesla versus Adobe, we find that Tesla has an earnings per share of an estimate of about 15.9 this year. At $1,000, that means it's trading for about 63 times earnings. That's
Now keep in mind, Kevin made that video in April, but the point still stands. When you look at most stocks, they will read somewhat similar, like Adobe growing at 12% per year, something similar, maybe a lower, maybe higher. And the growth is somewhat limited because it's a somewhat mature company now.
Earnings, and Tesla is selling for 63 times earnings, which makes it seem like you're paying almost, well, actually a little bit more than 2 times the valuation for Tesla as you are Adobe, right? Because they're selling for a PE of about 30 and the Tesla's right around 60, 63. But wait a minute, Adobe's growing at 12%. How does that compare to Tesla? Well, Tesla is actually growing at more than 50%.
When we look at the revenue of Tesla from 2008 and up until now, the revenue growth is well over 50%. You can't argue with that. And the years where Tesla did not have a lot of growth, like for example 2009 to 2010, the next year after that it's almost a double. And we can see that with 2018 to 2019, then the growth just continues. Or just right here from 2017, the growth was double. So then the next year, a little bit slower. So it's either if you don't have that 50% growth, it basically makes up on average. So the growth is phenomenal. So for a company like Tesla, you can't just look at earnings per share, although that's something you definitely want to pay attention to as well, especially as the company matures and becomes more profitable. But the biggest opportunities to come for Tesla, full self-driving, for example, that's not even priced into the stock right now.
What we're so used to as the S-curve is right here. This is your electric vehicle S-curve. Now, I might disagree with the size of some of these, but what Tesla is actually a company that has compounding S-curves. And right now, you're only paying for this green section right here. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for the green. That means you're getting FSD and robotaxi for free. That's the self-driving, the FSD, the chip side, right? That means you're getting a battery manufacturer potentially even here in the future a lithium miner. We'll see what Elon ends up pulling out of his hat. You're getting an energy company essentially for free. But look at the biggest of the S curves. That's almost like investing in the best possible robotics startup ever, folks. AI robots. It's not just manufacturing robots that Tesla can sell or license. It's the future of robotics in our homes.
So all of these combined S curves, especially FSD and then energy and Optimus Prime as well, which I'm not also taking into consideration into the price of Tesla stock. But I think the main reason really full self-driving is the main reason why I only own Tesla stock. And even if it doesn't really work out, you can watch my other video why I believe Tesla stock is a safe investment. It would still, I think, end up making money even if FSD does not work out. I think in the next 10 years, Tesla will still outperform S&P 500, which is what I sold to buy Tesla stock. I sold all my S&P 500 and I used all of that money to go into Tesla stock. And why am I so confident that other companies won't just come in and take everything away from Tesla even if FSD does not work out? Well, look at Tesla's margins. They are so high. It's almost like Tesla is in some sort of software business while they are selling automotive product, cars. That is, so Tesla can reduce their pricing a lot and still be profitable, while the typical business model of other automakers is to sell their cars at break even, and then they make all the money from selling parts to those cars. That's their business model. That's not how Tesla operates. Tesla makes money from the moment they sell that vehicle, and then everything that comes after that is extra. So think about how many businesses Tesla is in. Tesla is obviously in the car business. Tesla is in the charging business also. That's a little bit like owning a lot of gas stations all over the country. Then there's the energy business. Installing solar panels and battery packs, that's a big business. Full self-driving. That one is the one that makes me the most excited because I believe Tesla will solve FSD faster than everyone else. And I will make a separate video about why I believe that is specifically. I made videos like that before, but this one will be dedicated just to that one question. So subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. And then there's robot Optimus Prime. My belief is in the future, I don't know how fast, there will be nothing that robots will not be able to do that humans can do. And that's a little scary. But the company that will be able to do that, I think, will be by far the most valuable company in the world. And I believe Tesla is the number one company, the best positioned company to do that. Why? Because making the actual robot, the actual parts, I don't think it's that crazy difficult. But the software, the AI that goes into the robot, that is the most difficult part. And so then my question is, who has the best engineers and who has the best world applicable AI that is currently working? And I think that is Tesla. You look at FSD, that's basically real world AI working. Obviously, there's still a lot to improve. And some people may say, oh, but how about Cruise? How about Waymo from Google? Don't these cars already drive themselves? Well, that's with LiDAR, that's geofencing, that's basically pre-planning everything. But with Tesla, with pure vision solution, that's a whole different game. And no one is pursuing that solution over than Tesla. And why is that? I think a lot of them know they will not be able to beat Tesla at that. And they are betting that the gap between vehicles requiring LiDAR and before everyone can figure out how to do vision is going to be very long. And I don't think it's going to be that long, given how many vehicles Tesla is selling and how much data they have and how much resources they have. I think Tesla has this. And Tesla is very innovative as well. It's in its DNA. And my deep belief is the companies that innovate the most will eventually win. So if there's another company that's more innovative than Tesla, I'm going to switch investing into that company. But Elon Musk, I believe, is the most genius engineer that we had in this generation, that we will probably have for quite a while. He literally has done the impossible multiple times. Reusable rockets? Check. Electric vehicles when no one could figure out how to do it? Check. How many of those do you need for you to think, okay, yeah, the guy that we need to solve impossible problems is the guy that has solved many impossible problems before. That is why I'm so invested in Tesla. Now, do I recommend that you go all into Tesla? I cannot make that recommendation. You will have to think for yourself. For me, it makes sense. I am young and I have a strong earning power currently and in the future also. And I also have other assets. I have private companies, I have real estate. So even though there's no other stock that I own that you can buy on a stock exchange, I own other assets. So even if Tesla goes down to zero, I'm going to be okay. So you have to think for yourself whether you want to invest all into Tesla or not. This video is just my opinion. This is just for entertainment purposes. I mean, obviously someone investing a lot of money or only owning one stock is ridiculously funny. Right? So this is just what I'm doing, and I'm just sharing that. What you will do will depend on you. But I am all in when it comes to owning publicly traded stocks that you can buy in a stock exchange. The only one I got is Tesla. And I think that only makes sense if you are a long-term investor. And for full self-driving, I don't have a date for when it will be solved, but I think it will be before 2030. Maybe it's going to be next year, maybe 2 years from now, maybe 3 years from now, maybe 4, maybe 6, maybe 7, maybe 8. I don't know. It doesn't really matter because Tesla, first, there's no one ahead of Tesla. So when you're number one, if you get there before everyone else, you still get the same results. Even if it takes a little bit longer for you to get there because you beat everyone anyway. So if you get there a little faster or a little slower, it won't matter too much. I believe once Tesla solves full self-driving, the stock will basically 10x, roughly. It will be a good day. I'm looking forward to that. So these are really the main reasons why I'm investing into Tesla stock, because there are multiple S-curves stacked on top of each other. And I especially really like full self-driving, and I'm betting on Elon specifically. There are many other reasons. I will make videos about those other reasons, but this is really it. This is the main thing. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the other video. The next one to watch is really, if you don't believe in full self-driving, I have this video. A reaction to a 1-hour full self-driving video, no interventions. And this was like a year ago. It's gotten a lot better since then. So that one is a good one to watch. It's going to be in the description. You can watch that, or it might, or another video is going to pop up somewhere over here. You might click on that as well. Thank you for watching. My name is Matt Pocius. I'm a millionaire serial entrepreneur and investor, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.